Welcome to the Swolemates Update.
It's a good one, Trip.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
So today we're talking about what are we talking about?
We're talking about the difference between training in the gym and working out.
Yeah, if you didn't see our last video, we were talking about off-season gains and how you should kind of have a plan for what you're doing. And this is why a lot of people don't make changes to their body because they don't factor in what they want to be doing. If they're trying to gain, if they're trying to lose fat or whatever. And then I was saying, well, it's a difference. Like some people just want to go just to work out, right?
Yeah.
So what is the difference?
The difference is I think the people that want to go to the gym because it's maybe it's their release from stress for the day, and it helps them keep fit. And
exercise is a great stress reliever for sure.
Keeps them toned, or maybe the years are starting to kind of speed up a little bit, and they want to try and maintain their youthfulness. Those are people that are going to the gym. Those aren't people that are in their training.
It's me. The years are catching up.
You will not mistake the people that are in their training. You'll know who they are. And no, just because you're grunting really loud and throwing weights around does not make you somebody who's in their training, but you'll see them. If you've ever seen me in the gym or her in the gym, we're training. Right? What do you got to add to that? No, you don't think so?
I'm still focusing on the the years are catching up with me kind of thing.
She's lost in the years.
Like, wait.
Wait a second.
If you do what you always done, you get what you always got, right?
So all of the things that go along with going to the gym, the release from your day, staying fit, all that all carries over to the training, but there's a purpose.
Training has there's a goal with training. It's not just to go and do, y'all know what I'm talking about. If you go to the gym and you've seen somebody there for years, right? And they look exactly the same. And if you were a fly on the wall 2 years ago, you probably see them lifting exactly the same weights as they did. And probably the same intensity, probably the same tempo. So like when you're training, you have like an ultimate goal. So we're talking about off season. So if we're trying to have off season gains, then our training is for that purpose, right? So how do we need to have that set up?
That's a good question. Okay. Major resources are YouTube. And there's just a list of people that are,
there are actually coaches, that you can work with to,
and there's coaches too,
set these things up for you.
I was going the cheap man route, but there are coaches out there who can do all this.
There's a lot of good free resources. Don't get me wrong. I mean, like, I actually like to look at a lot of the training programs. I'm more of a reader. He's more of a video watcher. So I like to watch. I mean, I like to watch. I'm
more of a reader who watches.
I like to read Muscle and Strength and bodybuilding.com. They have like a lot of articles, right? So they're written. So I look at those and they're good. And sometimes it's good to do something different. But if you are like, if you're just starting out, or if you are, like Luke says, as a certain age, if you're past a certain age, like you can have a lot. Well, we were talking about years. I get it.
So if you're in there because the years are rolling.
Well, yeah, years are rolling. So if you've got a goal, you probably need somebody to help you with this. Here's the problem that I see a lot of times is too much information out there leads to random like changes of training. Same thing goes with your diet. People changing stuff all the time because they heard this and that and this and that. That's a whole nother video we're going to talk about, like with macros. But when you're training, you have to think about what works best for you, right? So some people may go to the gym. Yes, it's a great stress reliever, but Kathy over here may need a lot more flexibility training before she can even do things with the right form. So how do you know this? Like, the problem is if you get information offline, and you're just like following a video or you're following a program, number one, you don't even know if you're doing it right. You're going to risk injuring yourself. How do you know how much you should be lifting? Like, I really think it's good to have feedback from somebody that can help you and like build a program that's meant for you. There's so many things that you can just go get for free, but the problem is it going to work for you? Is it the right thing for you to do? What do you think about that stuff?
I think if you're a beginner, it's good to have help. But see, that's where the videos come in, because she's talking about reading stuff and I'm visual. So you watch somebody do something, like if you were going to do it that way, you get the basic gist. But it took me.
Well, and I think you kind of got to do it a while before you can even do it right.
To figure out that I've been doing stuff wrong.
Don't you think so, though?
I just said that.
No, but I mean, I'm talking about like form wise. Like, if you go watch a video and you see somebody's form and you're trying to replicate that, if you've never really lifted,
if you haven't lifted,
you're going to be like, you're going to be feeling like you're doing it right. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna feel like you're moving weight around and you're not quite sure how you're supposed to do it.
You're not sure if you're feeling things the way you're supposed to feel things. So yeah, I think so training has a purpose. So give a couple of scenarios. Like, what would that be?
You want to get into powerlifting. You think it'd be fun. So now you have a purpose. So now you need to set up a training regimen to get to where you're wanting to go. And that's training. So you're going to progressively move towards that goal. I guess that's probably a really good definition. You're just moving towards a goal. Define your goal, and then you're just moving towards it. That's training.
So what if I just said, I'm a 40-year-old woman who I need to lose 50 pounds.
Well, then
so that's my goal. So what do I need to do?
Your goal
that's
is
my goal.
Loss. All right. Well, then you're going to have a training plan set up to move you towards that goal.
But I do want to lift weights, right?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people have this conception that, like, if you're trying to lose weight, I've heard so many people in my lifetime, like, I've got to lose the weight first and then I'll start lifting, right? And that's the wrong order. Like, and they're the ones that get into the cardio
to death.
Cardio to lose weight. And all you're going to do is, if you cut your calories, you cardio to death, you're just losing muscle.
If you cut your calories yourself way and go to the gym and train in there, you'll lose the weight. I'm going to put up air quotes that you'll lose the weight. You'll probably maintain the weight, but you're
going to change your body composition. I tell people, if
you've never been in the gym before and you weigh 190 pounds and you're 5'3" and you want to lose 50 pounds, so you want to get down to 140, you're going to look like a different person. But getting to 140, there's going to be a section in there where you're going to probably come down fast, and then you're not going to come down very much at all as you build some muscle tissue. And then you'll pick back up somewhere in there.
But trying to just lose pounds without strength training,
don't chase the scale.
It's just a mess. You're just gonna lose what muscle you have. You don't want to do that. Like, muscle is,
coaches are so big on, and she's big on it too. she's a coach, but progress pics, because so many people are worried what the scale says. And the mirror says something totally different. So progress pics are huge.
Yeah. And measurements.
Yeah.
I mean, I think especially waist measurements, because like you can gain some muscle in your legs, in your butt, in your arms. And like, yeah, so you could add some size to that. But like you're generally not going to gain a lot of size in your waist. And if you're losing fat, you should probably be going down in your waist measurement.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, having a training goal. And you can always have a goal. You don't have to be a bodybuilder. You don't have to be a power lifter. You don't have to be a competitor. Like you don't have to have any kind of event, meet, whatever. When's your next meet?
When's your meet? I wonder how he's doing.
Hey, cuz. So, but you still want a training goal, regardless. It doesn't matter, male, female, how old you are, you should have a goal. Short term, long term, short term leads to the long term. But that is training with a purpose, not just mindlessly or not just exercising obviously you want to exercise for your health, but if you have a goal, it gives you a purpose in being in the gym. So that's, training versus just exercise. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that it?
I think that's it.
Okay. So anyway, that is the purpose of this video. And so we will see you on the next one. And what did I say the next one was that we're talking about?
I don't know. We could do
I don't know. I said just be surprised.
Mind muscle connection. What is the other ones?
We'll see you on the next one.
We'll see you on the next one.